It's been a day. All right, guys, so my sister's in the shower, so she can't input on our day in Paris, but honestly, I think both of us thought that we weren't gonna have a whole lot of time in Paris to do all the things that we wanted to do, and we ended up having enough time to do everything we wanted, and then like being back early. It's about, let me check my phone. It's 6:30, and we left around like 1, I wanna say. So I'll go ahead and tell y'all what we did and insert some pictures, and y'all already saw like the B-roll and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do like the vlogs for the rest of the days, like throughout the day, instead of just recapping at the end, because I know this isn't as interesting. So I'm sorry. Okay, so let's just start at the beginning with like the flight. We basically had a flight going in from Dallas to JFK, and that flight, like, we get in fine, all that jazz, and then my bag got flagged in the like security line, and so I like go over there and like have to wait for him to like check my bag, and he goes through my bag and he takes out all my toiletries, so like my makeup, my shampoo, my like face wash, all that, and he's like lays them all out in front of me, and he gives me like this tiny bag that's like barely bigger than a sandwich bag, and he was like, you can keep whatever can fit in there and the rest is being thrown away. And I was like I had a brand new setting spray in there and like all this stuff that I had to literally just throw away that I like needed. So like I don't know, it was like really, really frustrating, and I didn't like yell at him or anything because I know he was just like doing his job and like whatever, but I've never had that issue before. So it's not like I did have a lot of toiletries, I'm not gonna lie, but like it's the same amount that I would bring anywhere, and like I've traveled a lot, so I was just really confused as to why it was an issue now. So I'm missing like half my toiletries. I had to buy a new like face lotion in the airport because I like had to throw my one that I brought away just because like my like contact solution and my makeup remover, like those kinds of things, like kind of like took precedent over other things. I had to throw away like a concealer that I brought because I brought two, so I just threw away one. I threw away all this stuff, and it was just really, really annoying because I was like, that's like so much money just being thrown away. The flight here to Paris was honestly not bad at all. It was actually really great, other than the fact that like it was overnight and like the time change kind of sucked, so we basically got like 2 to 4 hours of sleep. But like the flight itself was really great. We just watched movies, and we ended up getting the whole row, just me and my sister, so we got to like lay out and stuff, which was really nice, and it was only like 7 hours, so that was great. But another like kind of funny story, we got to the like airport, like we landed, all that jazz, and so we're like, okay, well, we're gonna try and use like the public transportation here instead of like paying an Uber, because that like can get expensive really, really fast. And so we finally find like an information desk after like searching forever, and the woman tells us to take the train to one stop, and then from that stop take a bus to get to where our Airbnb is. And so we were like, okay, and she like gives us directions, and then we go down to buy a train ticket, and we like are having trouble figuring it out. So the like man who's like running the tickets and stuff comes over to us, and he's like, hey, like, can I help you? And we're like, yeah. And we tell him what the lady told us to do, and he was like so confused, and he kind of like laughed at us, and he was like, you should just take the train to like the city that we're staying is Drancy. It's like outside of the main like Paris city. And we were like, oh, like this is what the lady told us to do, and he was like, that makes no sense, like that's so overcomplicated, just take the train to Drancy, it takes like 10 minutes. And we were like, and then he told us that the bus that she told us to take was only a nighttime bus, so it didn't even run during the day, so that made no sense either. So we ended up just taking the train, and the first time it was like kind of confusing, but after that it was like really, really easy to navigate. Hello.
My PJs are sitting next to you.
You can get them.
Okay, I don't know what my face looks like.
It's good.
Look like a turtle. I got 6 hours of sleep.
I thought you got less than that.
Well, I got 4 before we left for the airport, and then 2 on the plane to Paris. So total within the last 2 days.
I was gonna say, I was like, yeah, that's not even like just one night.
No.
That's like within 2
So
days
I'm
of sleep.
To knock out. KO.
I just finished talking about the man who took all my toiletries and then the lady who told us to take the night bus. Basically, we went and we kind of decided that neither of us wanted to do any of those like big like museum tours or like those like group tour kind of things. One, because they're like they get really expensive, and 2, just because like it like eats up time, and a lot of the time you're like doing stuff that you aren't really interested in or like don't really want to do. So we just thought that was kind of a waste of time, and neither of us was interested in that. So we ended up just kind of like sightseeing and walking around on our own, which was like, I don't know, I think it worked out fine. So we saw like Notre Dame, the Eiffel Tower, an arch that was not the Arc de Triomphe. I don't know what arch it was. They have like a little like kind of like pier carnival. I don't know if it's just now or if it's all the time, but it was really cute. We walked through it. What else did we do? We went to the Louvre and took pictures outside. We didn't go inside. I think that's it in a nutshell. Took some pictures.
Complained a lot.
Yeah, honestly, how many miles did we walk? Like 9?
Yeah, 9.
So we walked 9 miles. But yeah, so basically right now we're both, it's like almost 6 now. So we're both just going to shower and like get ready for bed because we get to wake up at 4 a.m. again tomorrow to catch our flight to Finland. And that'll be like about like a day-ish. We just won't be spending the night there. So yeah, I'm gonna go shower and get ready for bed.